achievable goals. When I mean clear and achievable goals, I mean smart goals that are achievable, right? So setting goals provides direction. Yes, you have direction. It's encourage motivation and also clear roadmaps to success. And it's a clear roadmap to success. I'm telling you. So there's this joy you have when you're thinking, what you've achieved for the day, what you've achieved for the year, what you've achieved when you've outlined your specific goals. So without well-defined goals, it is easy to get distracted, waste time, or lose focus. You find out that instead of you doing what you're supposed to do, people come to impose what they want you to do rather than what you expect to do. What do I mean? Take for instance, let's say for instance you're a student and you're currently in the university, and as a student you're expected to read, you know, you're expected to read, work hard, have good grades, also engage in also extra cycle activities or okay, but you don't read. Instead, friends come around and tell you, hi guy, there's a party so place at so time. I mean at the period when you're supposed to go for lectures, they come tell you, guy, there's something new, how far, more go so bad, more go for it. And that person will come again. After that, you go there, get one party with there, I want me to follow me. I want, in fact, make you export me groups. Do you understand? So these are things that when you don't clearly outline your goals, it will really tell on you. Take for instance, someone comes to me to that, oh guy, how far? You will like follow me this. I'm out. So I by this time, let's say by 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. I should be at a certain place reading. I should be at a certain place doing my business. I should be at a certain. Do you understand? Now let's look at SMART goals framework. The SMART model ensures that goals are clear, actionable, and achievable. So when you're setting your goals, it should be smart in the sense that it is achievable. You don't set goals like you don't set goals without an action backing it, and there is no tendency that that goal can be achieved, then it is no longer smart. Now let's look at smart goals and what it entails. X signifies specific. Your goal should be specific. I mean, the goal should be clear and well defined. Example, a bad example is I want to improve my career. How? There's no action. So when you're writing the goal, what action will you take to improve that career tragedy, trajectory that you've set for yourself? Look at the example here. I want to complete a professional certification in data science by June 2025. It's very clear that by the end of June, you should be a certified data scientist. So you've given yourself a time frame, and definitely there'll be actions backing it. And it's quite achievable and measurable. You should be able to track progress. Example is I want to be healthier. A bad example, I beg your pardon. So let's look at a good example. I will work out 4 times a week and drink 2 liters of water daily. Can you see it? Please, I beg your pardon. Let me take my water. All right. You want to be healthier. You don't have any action backing it. That is not a smart goal. So a good example of smart goal is for it to be measurable, you're gonna work out 4 times a week and then drink 2 liters of water daily. The A there is achievable. So your goals should be achievable. Set realistic goals that align with your resources and capabilities. Bad example is I will learn 5 new languages in 1 month. One now, it is not possible. You want to learn 5 new languages. And when I mean 5 new languages, I mean classic language. Let's say, for instance, you want to learn Chinese, you want to learn French, you want to learn Spanish, you want to learn um which other language you like or not? You want to learn I'm trying to remember this language in Ghana. So it's not going to work out. So a good example is I will complete an online French course in 6 months. Are relevant. How relevant is that goal? The goal should be aligned with your long-term aspiration. You get it should align with your long-term aspirations. Bad example is I will learn guitar even though I want to be a guitar artist. How does learning guitar not align to this? How is it relevant to data analysis? Good example is I will master Python program in advance to advance in data science. Very structured and relevant because for you to be a data scientist, you must be good with Python. The next is time bound. Set a deadline to create urgency. Yeah, that's true. Bad example is I will start a business someday. When? Is it when you're 100 years old? You want to start doing the business. A good example is I will launch my online store by December 2025. Mhm. So these are expected framework of your goals for the year 2025. It should be a SMART goal in the sense that it is specific, it is measurable, it is achievable, it is relevant, and it is time bound. I hope you get that. I would love to see your comments on this comment section. All right, so let's explaining what the vision board is all about. A vision board is a visual representation of your goals. It includes images, quotes, and affirmations that inspire and remind you of your objectives. Yes. Most times I guess what I do is I get a hard surface and then I fix my sticky notes on it, right? So my sticky notes, whenever I just wake up, I see it, and then it reminds me of, see, this is what I have said. I don't want my sticky note. It's I think it's time is not allowed to go ahead of me. So how do you create a vision board? One, define your goals. And one thing I tell people is try as much as possible to break your goals into segments, into career, into health, into finance, personal development, spiritually, academically, break it down into the section. So then you start outlining them strategically. Now collect visuals, cut out pictures from magazines, create inspirational posts, or create a digital version using Canva. Yes, Canva to can help. Arrange on a board, arrange them, place them where you will see them daily, like your workspace, your phone wallpaper. Yes, I know one thing I did. I learned from someone, yeah, a girlfriend. The timetable, when our okay, timetable, lecture timetable is also like my screensaver. Mm-hmm. And then exam timetable is also my screensaver. It reminds me, like, because I know my phone is always handy. Yes, it's always handy. So I always put it there so it reminds me of my engagement or what I have to do. Right? You could also snap as, have it as a screensaver, your goals. So it serves as a reminder to work well, right? So now, when you've arranged them on your board, place them where you could see them. Yes, my own is just facing my bed. Okay. Now, example, Okay, for review and update regularly, adjust as you make progress or set new targets. Okay, it's flexible to change, right? Don't be, yeah, it's flexible. Example, if you want to buy a house, include images of your dream house. Somebody say what? Somebody say Rema. So, yes, very, very important. Very one thing I do. I have a clip on my phone that it always reminds me of. If your dreams are not big enough, then it cannot scare you. I always tell myself the dream has to be big. Like if it's not big, then so if you want to buy a house, include images of your dream house, of your dream home, savings, milestones, and motivational quotes about financial success. That's not to do. Okay, that now so let's look at effective time management. Why time manage? Why is that time management matters a lot? Please, it's very, very important.